What's up, y'all? We got a long way before the season starts. But the big question is, when the season does start, who is going to be starting? Is it going to be a rookie we get in the draft, or is it going to be Marcus Mariota? Right? Because we don't have Sam Howell, because we sent them to the Seattle Seahawks for a 3rd and a 5th. Right? And don't get me wrong, that was a nice compensation for how much for how much he was worth. And do I feel like we should have sent him over there? No. But who am I? I am not a general manager. I am nothing. I'm nothing. Right? But stick with me. We sent Jacoby Brissett. We let him go. We didn't allow him to return. We didn't give him an offer or anything. But he went to the Patriots, right? He went to the Patriots. And him and Antonio Gibson. So we lost a veteran that we could have used, to probably back up and really assist who we have coming in. But the reason why I felt like he got let go is more so because he didn't fit inside of what Cliff Kingsbury's offense involves. Is rumors that Cliff enjoys mobile quarterbacks. And when we think about Jacoby, we don't think mobile. We think Tom Brady. We think stationary. We think in the pocket, and that's it. Right? So I can see why we let Jacoby go. But for Sam, kind of confused. But I felt like last season, it was just ups and downs, mostly because of the offensive line and his decision making. And that's something that happens when you have so much pressure on you, when you are doing something you haven't done ever. He hasn't been a starter in the league. Last year was his very first time starting besides the last game of the prior season against the Cowboys, right? But this was his first time. He was just learning a new playbook. I think the season prior with the playbook that he had with the other offensive coordinator, Scott Turner, I think that would have benefited him if Scott Turner stayed, because he would have been able to learn a little bit more. Because when you think about it, when you're sitting in your backup, you have time to look at the playbook a lot more than other people. So you kind of got to know the playbook better than the starters. And at that time, it was Carson Wentz and Taylor Heinicke. So he got to sit behind them, and he really got to learn the playbook. And that might have aided in him being so great in that game against the Cowboys, that last game. But going into this new season for him last season with Eric Bieniemy, he had to learn a whole entire new playbook, right? And this time he was a starter. So it was a lot of pressure. But that's how it is in the league. You really don't got too much time to learn everything. And with the rules and everything, you really don't. You are limited on amount of snaps that you can do and allow amount of time you can start. So it's a little small things that people don't pay attention to, and that when you research and you figure out, and you be like, whoa. So you telling me they can't even touch the field until then? They can't even look at the playbook until then? Like, yeah, that's really how it is. And man, it's just one of those things where it was like, I just felt like he deserved another opportunity. But I felt like, once again, Cliff felt like he wasn't going to be beneficial in his offense. So they said, you know what, let's see if we can get some more draft capital out of him. And Adam Peters, in his press conference when he was at the Combine, he had said that he walked with Sam Howell. He talked with him. And who knows what he could have said. He probably told him that, hey, there's some people that want you. We may have to trade you. And if we trade you, we want the best for you. And, he probably told him that, man, he probably kept it real with him. Said, yeah, man, it's not a good fit for you, but we're going to try to get you somewhere where you can be a starter. And working behind Geno Smith, and Geno Smith being so old, to where he's about to get pushed to the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to probably become a backup now. Seeing as though he's had I think this is going to be his third year as a starter for the Seahawks, and I think at this point they trying to move on from him. And this may be one of those little things that they might do. So this will be a great start. Honestly, it's not that bad because it will be a great opportunity for Sam Howell to allow him to take the back seat again after having a terrible first season as a huge starter and starting a whole entire season. So I think that would be great for him. And with Marcus Mariota, right, we hear a lot of news that he is good in the red zone. Like, he barely throws interceptions when he gets to the red zone. Got it. That's nice, that's good to know. But I don't think we all as a collective want my mans to be the starter. I think you got to kind of run that by everybody. I think we run that by everybody before you decide to make that the ultimate decision. Because if it was up to us and we wanted to allow our rookie quarterback, whoever comes in, whether that be Drake May, Jaden Daniels, or Caleb Williams, allowing them to take the back seat, that's fine. But who do we have in the front seat? Marcus Mariota? I don't know about that. I don't know. But he might be a great fit. He might throw over 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns for probably 10 interceptions. That could happen. We don't know. But do I feel confident in him being a starter? No, I don't. I just don't. I just don't feel that. I don't feel that way. And I don't think that's what we want as a collective. And I'm just going off of what Cliff has done with the Cardinals. The Cardinals, when they had the opportunity to get a quarterback, they got Kyler Murray, right? With their first overall pick, they got Kyler Murray, and he started that entire season. And ever since then, he's been a starter. But that's one reason why I feel like we might start whoever comes in, because that's something that Cliff has done prior. So it kind of makes me feel as though whoever we get is coming in to be a starter. So we don't have to worry, but I don't know what talks he has with Dan Quinn and how Dan Quinn might say, you know what, you probably need to allow the veteran to take the starting role, because if we think about Dan Quinn and when he was with the Falcons, he had Matt Ryan, right? And Matt Ryan was there prior before he came. So he was already accustomed to everything. It wasn't like it was his first time. It wasn't like they had an opportunity to get a quarterback and they got him right in the draft because they were so bad. No, they were already doing decent. They was decent, So of course, Matt Ryan was already starting, I think, 3 years prior to that. So by him being there, it was just Dan Quinn came to give direction, came to give his coaching style, and it worked, got them to the Super Bowl. But I'm just trying to compare the two. I'm trying to compare Dan Quinn to Cliff Kingsbury and trying to meet in the middle and see like what they would agree on. But for the most part, I feel as though Jaden Daniels, if we get him, may be starting right off the bat. Now, if we get Drake May, it's going to be a whole different situation. I think so. I think it would be way more beneficial because of the type of player he is to let him sit. And Caleb Williams, we're not going to want to let him sit. It's just not going to be in us. We're not going to want that. We want him to start right off the bat. But I don't see us getting him, seeing as though the Bears have done a lot, have shown a lot of interest in him. So we going to see. But you never know what's going to happen until it happens. But for the most part, if we want to just put some stuff together and really think about it, I believe Jaden Daniels is going to be our starter for this year. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situations. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think Jaden Daniels is going to be a starter? Do you think he's not? He's going to be backup? Do you feel confident in Marcus Mariota leading the team. Because I don't. And I'm out.